Hi, my name is Janice. Welcome to my channel, Janice on channel. Today I'm going to talk about Silicon Valley collapse. What causes it to collapse? Will you invest in bank shares, as now the bank shares are dropping tremendously? And what's the history of Silicon Valley Bank? Who are their customers? And many more. Do like and subscribe to my channel for more future videos and to keep yourself updated for more videos. Okay, so I believe if you are in the tech sectors and if you are investing in banks, you will know that my bank shares are actually dropping tremendously. Why is this so? It's all because of this Silicon Valley Bank collapse. It's causing worldwide all the bank shares to be affected tremendously. In fact, I'm one of the investors of bank shares here in Singapore, and the shares is dropping. So if you work in tech sectors, in the startups, in tech, IT companies in Silicon Valley, you will know about Silicon Valley Bank because they are very famous. The main customers are actually tech companies, startups, venture capitalists who invest in all the startups, tech startups. So basically, they have a lot of money from these startups, okay? But what causes it to collapse? Basically, they face a cash crunch with the high inflation rate and high interest rates, and they don't have a lot of cash actually in the bank. They have a lot of bonds, but the bonds that they bought is actually at a very low interest rate, okay? And then they decided to sell the bonds at a loss, huge loss. So this caused the investors, the VCs, to be very upset and worried. The VCs go and tell their customers, their clients, the startups, to actually take out the money from the bank, this bank, Silicon Valley Bank. Don't put the money in there. So the news starts spread around the tech sectors. People are worried, and the shares start to drop. More cash is being withdrawn out of the bank, so it caused the bank to collapse. Okay, this is basically the reason why the bank collapsed. Basically, it's because they don't have cash, and then they will try to sell away the shares, the bonds, and all these things, and then they do have a call of cash in hand and all this. So yeah, so the trouble actually started earlier this week actually. In fact, it's just a few days ago. The bank deposits from clients, they actually invest in generally safe securities and like bonds, as I mentioned. But you know, the Federal Reserve, right, has actually increased rates. If you are in economics and finance, if you know that when interest rates goes up, bonds are actually going down. They are not worth it to put their money in bonds. But for this bank, Silicon Valley Bank, they have a lot of money in bonds, and they're only earning about 1 point something percentage of interest. Yeah, so that is compared to now, which is a lot more than 4% of interest rate. Yeah, now, so in fact they're worse off, and they need time to wait for the bonds to mature, but the slowness is actually causing it to have cash crunch. This bonds actually become worthless. Really is an issue. So they wanted to, you know why they wanted to sell the bonds? Because of the tech sector. The slowdown in the VCs and the tech is causing it to be affected. Deposits are less, Clients are withdrawing the money. This causes the big collapse. You know, on March 8 this year, Silicon Valley Bank, parent companies, Silicon Valley Bank Financial Group, said it would undertake a 2.25 billion share sale after selling 21 billion of securities from its portfolio at a nearly $2 billion loss. The move was meant to actually show up the balance sheet. Instead, it spoke markets and clients. The shares of SVB, Silicon Valley Bank Financial, plunged on Thursday. By Friday morning, trading on the stock was actually halted. Okay, because there was talk that this bank is in talks to sell the bank. You know, the big name VCs in Silicon Valley, Peter Thiel, Square Ventures, reportedly started to tell the companies that the clients to actually take the money out from this bank as soon as they could. So people start to freak out, and this is actually not right. The news start to spread around. So in the tech sectors, a lot of withdrawals from the bank because the customers are worried. Okay, the customers are worried, VCs are worried. Yeah. So basically, it's actually the tech sector, companies, investors, the clients are the reason why this bank collapse. It's the news that spreads quickly in the tech sectors that caused the bank to collapse. And in fact, the bank thought that selling away the bonds would actually help to pacify their clients, but no, it actually got it worse. They thought that doing so really can help them to have cash, and their clients, investors. Yeah, but this caused much more worry with the investors. Okay, so yeah, basically that. Yeah, okay. And even though in the early days, in the startup days, they are known as the big bank, very well-known bank in the tech sectors in the startup days. Yeah, they claim to have more than 50% of the tech VCs, US VCs as customers in this of 2021. A lot of VCs, big name VCs are in the clients and the startups. The startups actually put up their funds in there, all these things. Now the startups, the companies' bosses worried because they couldn't get their money out from the bank. The staff are worried, the bosses are worried, the VCs are worried. Yeah. So should you be worried about your bank? I'm not talking about Silicon Valley Bank, but other banks that you invest in. Should you be worried? Well, I would say if your bank does not invest too much in tech startups, tech industries, they have other clients in other industries as well, I think your bank should be quite safe. Yeah, so don't just focus on bank that invest in only one industries. Okay, yeah, so invest in banks that has diversified business and all that. Okay, so personally, I think I will still be trusting my bank shares, even though it's dropping. In a matter of time, I believe it will go up. I think it's actually quite a good time to actually invest in bank shares. But when it's very low price, so it will take time to actually recover back. Let's hope that the financial crisis will not be as bad as in the past. Yeah. So basically that. And yeah, so let me ask you, will you still be investing on bank shares, or will you sell your bank shares? Please put it in the comment sections after watching this video. And then will you maybe you want to invest in shares now because it's dropping? Will you invest? Share the reasons why you want to invest or why you want to dump the shares. Okay, yeah, thanks for watching. I hope you like this video, and do subscribe to my channel, share with others as well, and don't forget to ring the bell. Bye.